You're in tune to the Paperflip Real Estate Podcast.
Investors, buyers, sellers, and renters. I'm Lloyd for Real Estate. This is the Paperflip Podcast. You ask, is now a good time to buy a house? Well, let's talk about it. It's a big question, and the answer really depends on you. But let's look at what's happening in the housing market to help you decide. So what's exactly happening in the housing market? Well, we have housing prices that are still climbing. The average U.S. home price is around $426,000. Prices have been going up for almost 2 years straight. And even though the rate of increase has slowed a little, prices are still expected to rise. Mortgage rates are a bit of a roller coaster. Right now, 30-year fixed mortgage rates are hovering around 6.7%. Global economic worries and stock market ups and downs are affecting rates. There's a concern about stagflation. This is where we have slow growth and rising inflation, which can make things tricky. Experts think rates will likely stay between 6% and 7% for a while. Lower rates means lower monthly payments, so even small changes could make a big difference. Housing supply is improving, but it's still limited. There are more houses on the market than before, but still not enough. And we do have new home construction that has slowed down. More sellers are listing their homes, which is good for buyers. And we have natural disaster-prone areas, which are seeing a large increase in supply. Buyer demand is slowly picking up. We have as more people are looking for homes, but sales aren't booming yet. In some areas, we are seeing more demand than others. There's a lack of available homes for sale, which is driving up prices. Competition depends on where you look. In some areas like Texas and Florida, homes are staying on the market longer. In other areas like in the Midwest, like here in Chicago where I'm at, and the East Coast, we have homes that are selling quickly. Buyers who have been waiting for lower rates are beginning to re-enter the market. But there's still an inflation concern. Inflation is still higher than the Federal Reserve's target. There's worry that things like tariffs could make inflation worse. Tariffs on trade partners are likely to increase prices. So thinking about buying, well, consider these personal things. For one, your finances. You ask the question, do you have enough for savings? Is your credit score good? Can you handle a mortgage payment? And what is your monthly budget? You want to make sure you can comfortably pay your mortgage, taxes, and insurance. And then it's your job and your location. Are you planning to stay in the area for a while? And is your job stable? Consider climate risks at your potential location. And what are your personal goals? Where do you see yourself in the next few years? Are you ready for responsibilities of home ownership? And what is your personal lifestyle? Home ownership requires maintaining a property. Are you ready for that? And here's some quick answers for you. Will mortgage rates go down in 2025? And probably not significantly, but they will likely stay around 7%. Should you lock in a mortgage rate now? Well, if you're ready to buy, it is a good time to lock in a rate. And it is now a good time to buy. If you can't afford it, it might be. There's more inventory giving buyers more negotiating power. And it's a good time to buy if you have the means and are prepared for future responsibilities of home ownership. Waiting could mean more competition and higher prices. So here's my final thoughts. If you're thinking about buying, talk to a real estate agent. Market isn't always changing, but when it does, you want to be prepared. And don't wait too long as more and more buyers are entering the market. This is Lloyd for Real Estate. Thanks for listening to the Paperflip Podcast.